They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Dogs' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Marshall's offense will go to work first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jess, but it's not about you. Man, this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's Turner. Tight end finds a soft spot. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Gain of 21 on the play. And a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Lacey. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Here comes the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to get the corner. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To throw, it's Turner. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Oh, and a move to get open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Touchdown, Georgia! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets and small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll leave it with him. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Motion from the back. Try to get it to the edge. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play, the perfect moment to get the tackle for the loss.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Scanning the field, it's Turner. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Rutgers is going to walk off the field there in Piscataway with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down and a strong throw. Put it right on the money. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Complete on the shuffle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38, and it'll be first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Stockton. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. Turning it on. They've got enough for the first down. They're in the red zone at the 20. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And into the end zone. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown Bulldogs!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And this quarterback has had a rough game. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the... It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel in the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. And this outing is one this junior signal caller would prefer to forget. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Wide receiver comes in motion. They just keep firing. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job in coverage on that third and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up fourth down.
Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this junior quarterback. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Norton. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Off play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got a man. It's Norton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Back to throw, it's Stockton. The sure hands, it's Thomas. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Grab near the marker. It's Branch. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Old Dominion is going to enjoy the trip back to Norfolk after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Ballard Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake. He spins that thing down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team.
Number 92 in punt formation to kick it away.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Gets the back moving. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 or 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this defense seems like they've had a good plan for the QB run game. They just always seem to be in position, and they're just waiting for him to keep the football and try to get outside. Nice scheme coming into this game.
Looking downfield, it's Turner. Pocket breaking down. And the misconnection on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Payne. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Option look. It's Turner.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Goes to the option. Quick toss. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Catch in the middle. It's stuffed. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air, it's Turner. That's caught. It's Harmon. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Now on the option. Quarterback on the keeper.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. On the option.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And the ball is free on the pitch.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Bell. He breaks a tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They go to the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Offense getting set for first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Wants to throw. It's Turner. So far, this has been a most frustrating performance for this junior quarterback. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle, and you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I'll tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Pulls and fires complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best. And when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up any yards or points for that matter. And they also haven't taken care of the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Turner. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Pass interference, defense.
You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Allen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that 1st down marker. Grabbed in the middle, it's Payne. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback. He's making good decisions, pitching at that time. That's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's long. Gets rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The give as they work on that clock. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jones. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Off-play action on first down. Looking for a deep man. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air, it's Turner. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Payne. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Marshall quick to the line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Norton. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. Wants to throw again. Going for 6. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share it.
I think I had just learned how to walk. It's funny, guys, you know, just like that 83 team, this team that lost here today, they are also very talented. They just got to take care fixing up and cleaning up some of these mistakes, but no doubt, lots to play for moving forward. Can't wait to see what happens next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.